Hey, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Dr. Eric Naputi. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever in the world you are today. Welcome to Pep Talk, the podcast that gives you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us, God. We take all these interesting, cool, but sometimes a little crazy health, wellness, and medical conversations that you're hearing about around the dinner table, you're hearing about on social media, and we make them simple, easy, and digestible so that you understand how to take action steps to improve the health and the quality of the health of yourself, your friends, your family, and ultimately your community. Guys, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi, functional medicine practitioner over 20 years now, and I'm going to be talking to you today about some very common conversational pieces that we're hearing in the news and the media all the time. I want to talk about peptides. I want to talk about the gut health, and I want to talk a little bit about anti-aging. So I want to talk about the science of anti-aging, gut health, chronic inflammation, and the power of fixing your gut, and ultimately a little bit about peptides. So I want you to know that anti-aging, it's a very common conversation piece. People want to live longer and they want to look younger, but anti-aging is a little bit different. It's kind of a science that really is a science of understanding and slowing down the natural progress of aging. Because aging really by itself is a natural process. I mean, look, nobody gets out of life without aging. I mean, that's part of the process. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that at the age of 100, that we still have the mentality and the physicality of a 30-year-old. I mean, literally, we can do that. Science is telling us that we're going to be living longer, 120, 150. Some research is telling us up to 200 years of life. But in order to do that, we've got to make sure that there's a balance in our system. And I want you to understand that anti-aging and aging itself all comes down to the function of your cells. And as we age in recent years, it shows that research has uncovered a profound connection between, listen to this, gut health, chronic inflammation, nutritional absorption, and the aging process. The condition of the gut microbiome is the foundation and ecosystem of the normal bacteria and fungi and really other microorganisms that play a role in the digestive tract, that handle your immune system function, handle your body's absorption of nutrients, conversion of nutrients to hormones and usable compounds in the body. I want to explore the science behind anti-aging. I want to talk to you a little bit about how gut health and chronic inflammation and nutritional absorption, well, unfortunately, affect positively and negatively that process. So let's talk a little bit about this. So first and foremost, again, aging is primarily driven by two key factors. Write this down. Number one is cellular damage, and number two is chronic inflammation. So as we age, our cells experience wear and tear on them. And because of everyday life, right? Because of stress, because of how we eat, how we sleep, the environment we live in, including exposure to toxins, environmental stressors, metabolic byproducts, like when we eat foods, our body breaks them down. But if we have genetic imbalances like poor methylation because of MTHFR gene imbalances, these are all factors that cause cellular damage, and it accumulates over time. And I want you to understand something. There is no one solution. There's no one cream you put on your face. There's no one pill you take, one IV you inject. There is no one thing. It's an understanding of who you are, where you're at, and what you need to be doing to get the results that you really, truly deserve. And so, again, it's all about cellular and cellular damage and chronic inflammation. So let's talk a little bit about chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is often referred to as, inflammaging. Let me say that again, inflammaging. So it's inflammation and aging together. In other words, the aging process, while, by the way, inflammation is also a natural occurring process, and it's part of the immune response, it's part of the repair response, chronic inflammation, which most people have, over 60% of the global population has one chronic illness that is caused by chronic inflammation and cellular dysfunction. 95% has a condition known as leaky gut, which ultimately causes low levels of chronic inflammation and cellular damage over time. This persistent state of inflammation causes a low grade of cellular damage that ultimately negatively affects the cells, the tissues, and then the organs of the body. The reason why we look older, it's cellular damage because of chronic inflammaging, okay? The reason why we get fatigued is because it's cellular damage because of chronic inflammaging. I mean, it all goes back to that. So, most doctors are taught to treat diseases, or really taught to manage diseases. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in figuring out why that disease process occurred, why the tissues were damaged, why the cells are not working like they're supposed to, and what's going on in cellular, genetic, and a microbiome standpoint, because that's the root cause of it. Now, check this out. Gut health and the microbiome, it's truly the epicenter of aging. Let me say that again. The gut is the epicenter of aging. So once you understand that and have that paradigm shift that the gut microbiome and the diverse community of microorganisms that live in the GI tract really play a critical role in the aging process by itself. And listen to this, the health of the microbiome, the health of your microbiome is directly proportionate to the health of your cells and to the health of your genetic expression. Well, your genes in your body tell your cells what to do. But if you don't play by the rules of what your genes and cells need, because everybody has their own individual need, everybody has their own individual playbook, their own individual set of circumstances that their body needs. Their body needs to repair the damages that have been caused to it. And so listen, if we get an imbalance in the gut microbiome, if we have an imbalance in the system, it's called dysbiosis. Dysbiosis leads to increased intestinal permeability. It's commonly known as leaky gut syndrome. When the lining of the gut becomes compromised, listen to this, it allows harmful toxins and bacteria to pass through the bloodstream. This triggers a systematic inflammatory response, sometimes on a low end, and over time on a chronic end. Over time, it builds up the intensity. And listen to this, in contrast, that causes age-related diseases. So the gut abnormal bacteria caused by a stressful life, caused by not living your genetic lifestyle, caused by overstress, standard American diet, not sleeping well, not breathing well, not exercising well for your body's needs, leads to age-related diseases. Listen to this. In contrast, this is really powerful. Really powerful. Listen to this, a balanced, diverse microbiome supports healthy digestion, supports optimal absorption of nutrients, which poor absorption of nutrients leads to cellular dysfunction, which leads to disease. You see how this all goes together? It's so commonsensical if you understand it. But when we have optimal nutrient absorption, we have normal inflammatory processes and anti-inflammatory compounds that actually help repair cellular dysfunction, improve genetic expression, and reverse or slow the aging process. I want you to understand that healing happens from the inside out. I need you to understand it's not about the next lotion, potion, or something you put on your system. It's about getting the body balanced through the bacteria. Listen to this, chronic inflammation. This is the hidden accelerator of aging. One of the most truly just insidious aspects of aging is chronic low-grade inflammation. I'm going to say that again. Chronic low levels of inflammation. These are the silent inflammation that you feel, but you deal with. And you think it's just aging. You think, I'm just 30. I'm just 40. I'm just 50. I'm supposed to feel this way. BS, not true. By the way, the chronic low-grade inflammation, which has been linked to almost every age-related illness known to man, when inflammation is consistently present in the body, it causes damage to tissues and organs, leading to a cascade of health problems. Period. End of story. Mic drop. That's all you need to know. Chronic inflammation is often rooted in the gut. Chronic inflammation is rooted in the gut. It's what you eat, what you're exposed to, your lack of living your genetic lifestyle, period. Over time, this continuous immune response causes oxidative stress. I'm going to give you an analogy. Oxidative stress is like rust on your car. If your car starts to rust over time, it's going to erode the metal. It's going to erode the car. It's going to degenerate it. It turns to dust. Well, your cells in your organs, when they have oxidative stress because of chronic low-grade inflammation, because of abnormal bacteria, because of leaky gut, that causes your cells to be dysfunction. So over time, this continuous immune response activates the breakdown of cells and tissues. And many of you, God bless you, you're doing the best you can with the knowledge you have, but you're taking things like, oh, collagen. Collagen's going to get my wrinkles to go away. Botox makes my wrinkles go away. That doesn't fix the root cause of the problem. I'm not opposed if you want to use those therapeutics, but it's not a long-term solution. It's not even a real solution. It's a short-term cover-up of a long-term problem. By the way, inflammation also interferes with the body's ability to repair itself. So if your skin doesn't heal, if your organs don't heal, if your brain and your pain and your inflammation don't go away, it's because inflammation inhibits the body's ability to repair itself. By the way, nutritional absorption goes down as well with leaky gut, chronic inflammation, and that's why the gut matters so much. The ability to absorb and to utilize nutrients effectively is critical for maintaining youthful energy, vibrant, elastic skin, overall vitality. As we age, the digestive system becomes less and less effective. I've told you before, once we get over the age of 30, we lose 90% of our body's ability to produce cell signaling compounds, and enzymes are part of that. Well, over 100 enzymes are made in your GI tract. If you have the right gut microbiome over time, balanced over time, your body will regenerate. You'll look younger. You'll feel younger. That's anti-aging. And that's also, by the way, longevity. It's the anti-aging is rapidly moving into the longevity space. Anti-aging itself is really more of a cosmetic mindset when truly it should be a cellular mindset. Listen to this. Nutrient deficiencies because of leaky gut that are commonly associated in older individuals that have accelerated aging. Let me give you a list of these. Number one, vitamin D. Vitamin D is not even a vitamin. It's a prohormone necessary for immune system regulation, for hormone regulation, for bone and muscle repair, for brain function, nerve repair, you name it. Antioxidant deficiencies like vitamin C and vitamin E. I mean, these neutralize those free radicals and they protect the cells from damage. They help with that oxidative stress. Here's another big one, omega-3 fatty acids. There's a blood test that you can take that measures your ratio of omega-3, 6, and 9s. And we should have a very narrowed ratio, like a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2 ratio of omega-3s, which are healthy, to omega-6s and omega-9s. Americans typically have a 1-to-70 ratio. That's why heart attacks and cancers are so high. And yes, leaky gut is a driving factor of that. That's why omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation. But I've had patients say to me, I took vitamin D and it didn't work. I took vitamin C and vitamin E and it didn't work. I took omega-3s and it didn't work. That's because you have leaky gut syndrome. Gas is going into the tank, but it's not going into the engine to do the work it's supposed to do. So folks, this is so common sense. So what do you do? What do you do? Number one, you understand that that's the problem. Number two, you start taking action. What would I do if I was you? Number one, if I had the ability to do it, I would do a DNA discovery test. I would run a test that measures my genetic profile because it's going to tell me how to live my life, what I should eat, how I should sleep, what supplements I should take. It's going to give me an outline for that. It's going to give me a roadmap. And then I'm going to, through some other discoveries, I'm going to learn how to eat more fermented foods. I'm going to avoid foods that are detrimental to my system. I'm going to supplement with enzymes. I'm going to supplement with the proper probiotics. I'm going to have master microbiotics, a spore-based bacteria that's going to help colonize the right bacteria in the gut so that my gut can heal. I'm going to have a lot of good fiber in my diet, which is a prebiotic. I'm going to eat certain fats like ghee butter. I'm going to have short chain fatty acids. I'm going to eat extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to have real butter, eat real salt, eat real food, get real exercise, get real sleep, go play outside in the soil and get exposed to the sun. And over time, my body's going to heal. But it's going to take time. It took you months, years, and decades to get this way. It's going to take you months and years to fix it. And you can do it, but you got to take action. So I hope this was helpful and beneficial. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go back, re-listen to this podcast, rewatch it, share with your friends and family. This is really, truly life-changing information if you'll take this knowledge and apply it to your life. That's what wisdom is. Like us, tag us, share us on social media. Go to our website. That's peptalk.world, peptalk.world, where you can find out more about who we are, what we do, and the services we offer. It's all about education, inspiration, and motivation. And then make sure you understand that you truly have the opportunity to get better and get healthier. Folks, I really appreciate our time together. I hope you have an amazing day today. Until we meet again, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the world. Stay smart out there, and I'll see you next time. Be well.